filter options for the desktop app.
Ambient.
Oh, I forgot we had that G sheet.
All right, so we're live now. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
So yeah, I've shared it to Facebook.
So ready.
Anyone who cares enough can tune in. All right, so how's everyone been?
Normal.
Same old, but not really. Oh, so are people tuning in yet? Should I tell my one story that I have prepared for today?
You can do it in, I don't know, give it a few minutes, see if anyone
Here, a few
trickles in.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm drinking tea today.
So classy.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys all have a thing. I don't have a thing.
What thing?
Like Singer's vaping. You're drinking tea.
You were
I'm
drinking
water.
from a cup too.
Huh? An inappropriately large mug for water.
I've yet to find like the perfect cup.
What do you think is the perfect cup features?
I don't know. I guess I'll know when I find it. That's why I haven't found it yet.
So to me, a perfect cup is one that has a reasonable volume. I think it has to be pretty huge because I don't like refilling it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the ones that are microwavable. I hate the ones that when you microwave it, it becomes like just like lava temperature, and you're like, I cannot even hold it anymore.
Oh, I almost never microwave my drinks, so I guess that's not really an issue.
Oh,
Yeah, same. I
Okay.
never microwave my cups either.
Oh, I really like those. Sometimes when you drink Evian water, and then they give you like an accompanying glass from Evian.
really?
Like,
That sounds so bougie. I've never
yeah,
heard
some
of this.
places they do that, and like the glass is really thin, right? But I don't know. I feel like it somehow enhances the drinking experience.
Okay, so super bougie branded a mug to match. But what would you normally be drinking if you had a cup next to you?
Usually water.
Oh, okay. So why don't we just get you one of those Evian cup things?
Because it has that it's the Evian branding, and I don't like branding on my cups.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
What's wrong with branding though?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
I have a branded cup.
So like my my IKEA glass is like really.
Is that something to do with PewDiePie? What is that?
Yeah, it's a PewDiePie cup.
Oh, it is. Do you know I've never seen a single episode of PewDiePie ever in my entire life?
Really? Oh. I mean, I used to watch him daily, but then I stopped. I guess it got kind of
Oh.
boring. Yeah, but it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I was
don't
watching
know
him
what the
before,
appeal is.
like he rebooted his Minecraft Let's Plays. So I'm not really interested
Oh.
in Minecraft. Then like I
Mhm.
stopped watching, and then
What games was he known for at the start?
he was known for doing horror games initially, long time ago.
Oh, then I probably never watched it.
He's played many games since then. But then, like, I think a year or two ago, he started just doing news and memes in general, and not so much gaming. That was when I was into his videos. Then after he got back into Minecraft, I stopped watching. And then now I think he's back to normal, but I haven't resumed.
I thought he was supposed to take a break this year.
Yeah, he took a break for like 2 months.
Was it?
Yeah. Maybe 1 month, I don't know. Yeah,
So-
he came back.
So is he popular because like kids like to watch Minecraft Let's Plays and there's just a bunch of kids on YouTube, therefore he got famous?
Well, they grew up together with him.
Oh.
He's been YouTubing for what, 10 years now, I
So
think.
does that mean that we really should find our own children in a non-creepy way to get them to watch our Twitch stream?
I won't have kids, so sing it's children.
Oh, okay. Please make some children and make them grow up.
I think you're probably the closest to having kids than me.
But yeah, okay. So doesn't look like we've got anyone else in our chat. It's all right. People
okay,
watching the replay can enjoy this. So, Kristen, tell us the funny story you were talking about.
Oh, okay. So I was talking to my internet friends about just trying to save money. So actually, we started off not talking about what I'm going to tell you at all. We were talking about the subscription economy and how like we're trying to, not have money trickle out of our wallets. And I feel like it's more prevalent in the US, where a lot of things you have to pay for subscription, whereas I think Malaysia is more like you pay one-off. But I was wondering, like, do you guys have anything that you pay for monthly right now?
I have iCloud, Apple Music, Netflix. I think that's about it.
For my house, it's just Astro, but I'm sharing my sister's Spotify and Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about very similar then.
Yeah.
But then I think that went to talk. But then I started noticing that there's things I pay for yearly that I don't consider subscription, but it actually is like domain names and like web hosting and things like that. And like right now I switched to GitHub to not pay for web hosting, but the domain name, like you still have to pay for every year, right? But you guys know I've had my kristenchong.com for a long time. And do you remember the reason why I bought it that I told you guys like many, many years ago? It's like high school.
I think you said you didn't want anyone else to use it?
To turn it into a porn site.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why that even occurred to me this could be the case was I used to Google my name, and then like a certain famous porn star would pop up.
Really?
With my last
Kristen
name.
Chong, what? Sing it, do a search.
No, but okay, I don't know. You guys are pure innocent boys, I guess, because my internet friend knew right away who I was talking about, which kind of like surprised me, to be honest.
Honestly, I've never heard anyone with your name.
No, it's Annabelle Chong. Remember?
Oh,
I know her, but it's nothing to do with your name.
Yeah, but like the Chong last name, like she does pop up when you search my name. So like back in the day, and that's how I knew who she was.
Wow. Okay. I don't think it.
Yeah.
I don't think it will pop up anymore if you search Kristen Chong right now.
No, but then I went down the internet hole.
Christina Chong. But I didn't take to watch it.
Yes, there's a lot of Christina Chong as well, and Christine Chongs. But then I went down the internet hole, like, what happened to Annabelle Chong? What, is she okay? Like, how is she dealing with the COVID-19 crisis? So interesting, guys. So, according to Wikipedia and other news articles I read, ever since she has retired, she's actually become a web developer.
Wow.
Under her real name.
Okay.
And I found her LinkedIn.
Wait, her real name is Annabelle
Chong? She's very successful in her career. Huh?
Her real name is Annabelle
Her real name is Grace Quack.
Oh,
no, Annabelle Chong is not even her real name. It's actually a stage name, which is like totally normal, I guess. It's not
it sounds very believable, though.
Yeah,
I know, right?
It's not like a porn star name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But her Wikipedia actually tells a lot of her life story, and it's actually kind of sad. I mean, she's actually a very remarkable person, like considering all the career things that she's done in her life. So now she's very successful, and she also plays rugby.
Okay.
Wow.
So, it's all very interesting.
Yeah.
So then my friend I told the story to, she said that, she actually used to own her own name as the domain name too, but she's since let that go. And so then I got pretty curious and I to check what it is now, because you know she said that someone else like even a woman should let it go, and it's now a porn site.
It's a porn.
So yeah, so yeah, it came full circle.
Oh, well,
I think, like, now I
GeorgeWong.com
don't really
is
care if
still
it's a porn
taken.
site anymore. Oh, do you check every once in a while?
No, I mean, I remember this guy. He's an architect. It's basically a
Oh.
page about himself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then after that, I stalked my friends like who bought the name, because it wasn't like immediately a porn site. Actually, this other person with her name bought it for a while and never really used it. So then I LinkedIn stalked that person and discovered her current life as well. But anyway, it's sort of like the idea of our same name doppelgangers and how they're leading their lives. Is there any other sing yips that we need to know about?
There's I used to get emails from people, because it's a singing furniture, right? So in Malaysia, so I used to get emails from people who send like text invoices and inquiries. Then like I will always just tell them like this is not the company. Can you just email them, please?
Well, for me,
are there any other George Wongs?
not George Wong's, but a lot of people sign up for stuff with my email address for some reason. So you know, I get tons of shit like bank statements, you know, flight tickets, and like Bible class invites, all sorts of crazy shit.
Are you sure those were actually for you?
Yeah, no, they're all from like America or India or wherever, not Malaysia.
Oh.
And it's like, you would think, right, that people would use a valid email account for important stuff, you know? And they don't, obviously. Then every now and then I would also get Google telling me someone's trying to reset my password to log in.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have to like be wary all the time, like to hit no instead of yes. Yeah, it gets kind of annoying and makes me kind of regret.
Are the people who sign up for it actually called George or what?
Yeah, they're called George, like George something.
So you think like they forgot their own email addresses and then they're just using yours?
I don't know. I mean, I'm really curious, but like I have no idea. Then once in a while, you know, I'll just send rubbish back to the responses, like pictures of goat seed.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're really vintage internet today. I didn't realize people still use Goatsy.
I mean, until I find a better picture, you know, that's
evolved.
the go-to in my head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is it the same like George person who uses your email? Do you think it's like a dozen different
No, it's all
Georges who
dozen
happen
different
to use
people, yeah. It's all...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's nothing I can do about it, you know? Bit short of...
Did you ever get a reply from a Goatsy? Or they just never reply you?
Yeah, I got some before. They'll be like, why are you sending this, you know?
No, you do.
Like, stop spamming me. Yeah. But
Why you do
a lot of
this?
times that I don't, like, I can't be bothered to reply, I just add them to my block list and report it as spam. Yeah.
Oh.
But
How
yeah.
many lives you've ruined?
I hope not enough. Yeah.
Well, I see that you have r/Malaysia open. I haven't really checked it today.
Yeah, I haven't checked
any
it
hot
today.
memes that we should comment?
We can go through.
Yes. Now
show
that the
images.
MCO has been extended.
What's this? A soldier and a cat. Upload any picture with cats for internet points. Malaysia is quite wholesome.
I know. That's why I really like it. It's because it's so surprisingly wholesome.
It's just nonsense. No, I feel like
Oh.
r/Malaysia is kind of lame. Jokes are not funny.
I went to the r/Malaysia Discord,
Uh-huh.
and then I got very confused and I left.
Oh.
Have you guys ever been in there?
I actually never
No,
joined
I never
public
joined.
Discord.
I haven't joined the
Oh.
r/Malaysia one. Wasn't interested enough. Yeah.
I like all the Animal Crossing memes. They're really cute. High effort.
Do you play Animal
Oh
Crossing?
yeah, there's a cat trapped in that thing.
Yeah.
I did the old version, but I don't have a Switch. And I don't know how to... Remember, my complaint is I don't know how to get a Switch here.
This one's funny.
You can play on your
Without
phone, right? There's
leaving
the
the house.
there's a pocket edition, right?
Pocket Camp is really lame. It's like 100% fetch tasks.
Accident
And it's
lol.
so like painful
Let
to
me
play
post
now.
this on Reddit
Like
first.
I feel like oh yeah. I mean I don't blame the guy.
You think he could have got out?
I don't
Look-
think he could have because like
Just
you have
open
to
this
climb
window
out.
and then climb up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean he probably is calling the police first, which is probably the correct order of events.
And look at all his road tax stickers. He didn't he didn't remove the old ones. I'm pretty sure it's
Oh.
against the law. Because it's confusing for cops. Hey, look,
You can just look for the new
well,
one.
we all
Actually,
know his license
we can see
plate.
his, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's why I don't know. Like, can you keep multiple road taxes? It's such a pain in the ass to like remove it because it always peels, right?
Oh no,
It's always so messy.
that's what I do is there are like transparent stickers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you stick it on the transparent sticker, then you put it on,
Oh.
and it's
I
easy
did that once,
to
and
remove
then
from the sticker.
like it peeled from the sticker. Like it started to peel off from the sticker.
Yeah, I mean it's easier to it's very easy to remove it from the sticker.
No, it's in like the road tax.
Yeah, I know.
started
You
to
just
peel off.
press it back.
Oh,
Yeah, I do that once.
anyway,
in
it's
a
a
while.
once a year thing, lah. I guess it's not so much hassle.
Well,
How have you guys been keeping your cars in good shape without driving?
I just started up once a week. When I go
Yeah.
out for like cigarettes.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you find any cats in there, like in that meme?
No. Well, if there would, it'd be dead. Because I wouldn't know.
Oh. I think there was one where there's a bird that moved in to the side mirror or something. That was
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
yeah.
So like, how's things for you? Like, any sign of when you're
Well-
gonna go back? Or...
Oh geez. I'm not sure if I want to talk about that on this stream.
Okay, sure. No worries.
Yeah. Complicated.
Okay.
You think it's actually safer here in Malaysia, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't go to America. Stay here.
Ha.
But don't live in Klang.
Well.
Move out.
Actually, Klang is, if you compare just Klang to where I live in California, Klang is actually worse because there's like 100-ish cases, I think. No, I don't know the number of
many, right?
deaths.
No, I mean,
Huh?
I'm talking about just like the location in general, you know. So we don't
You
have
mean
to
Klang is
drive
lame?
an hour to see you every time. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we haven't met this trip yet. Well,
Yeah, I was
we
actually
can't
looking forward to
anymore.
going to Klang.
Wow. Not my fault this time.
Yeah.
Because last time we went to Klang, our friend took us to a really good like bak kut teh place. And then I haven't had it in like ages.
Tell us more about that bak kut teh. How is it different from the other bak kut tehs?
I think the soup version was like quite standard, right? Like
Mhm.
the standout was the dry version. It was like quite mind blowing. I didn't think I would like dry bak kut teh because I was like thinking the
Mhm.
whole point of bak kut teh is the soup, right? But then like this one was like, pretty good. So Andrew, if you are listening to this, good job.
Have you never had dry before until then?
Yeah, I've always avoided dry because like you want bak kut teh for the soup, right? Why do you want the dry one?
I guess when people get tired of the soup. I don't know. My family usually orders like both. If both are available, we'll order a little bit of soup and a little bit of dry.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But where's the tea?
Yeah,
The
I
dry
think
one,
I
though?
only went
Like, where's the
to
tea?
one place with my brother. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, it's okay. I was just musing.
Yeah, I only went to one place with my brother before the MCO happened.
Oh,
So it's not like I'm drowning in bak kut teh myself. Like, are you? Oh, actually, speaking of cooking, though, I know that Singya made a croque madame this morning.
yeah.
What inspired you to make such a complicated breakfast item?
I was gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich. Then I was thinking like, if you add like cheese on top along with a bechamel sauce, it comes to like croque monsieur, right? And you add like egg, and then you got croque madame. So
Mm-hmm.
and I had all the ingredients. So yeah, easy.
George, what are you cooking?
Me? Just checking the topic list and filling up what we've been talking about.
Oh, whoops. Yes. Singya, we have a topic list. Do you know this? I think he may not have access to it.
No, he
No,
does.
it's
I
okay.
gave the link in the line chat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But that was
I'll
last week.
re-give the link.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can move on to our next topic. What we learned this week. So, Kristen, did you learn anything interesting this week?
Well, I learned I'm looking at the wrong page. That's what's happening. I was looking at the last episode. What did I learn this week? I learned that... Actually, I linked this to you. I learned that there is a free podcast hosting website, anchor.fm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out a good place to host this other podcast I've been working on. So there's quite a few very podcast-specific web hosting options now that will do the submission to the Spotify and Apple Podcasts and etc. for you. And then also they have some built-in editing tools. And Anchor.fm is different from the other ones because it's completely free. Mm-hmm. But then of course I was like, what's the catch? Like, if you're not if the product is free, you're the product or something. Anyway.
Yeah. Did you find out?
Yeah. So.
Did you find out why it's free?
Yeah, so it's free because you don't get access to a lot of your own analytics data. Like they kind of put a barrier between you and like Apple Podcasts, for example.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's some back end deal when it comes to the advertising. Because the good thing is that if you want to implement advertising, it's pretty much a very simplified process for you because they already have all these sponsors waiting in line once you get big enough to actually make the CPMs, which is essentially like 1,000 impressions, right? At least. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's free. Is they're taking a cut of the sponsor money, likely.
Okay.
To be sustainable.
Well, I guess you could use it to start off, and then once you get big enough, then you can move out of Anchor FM onto your own.
Correct. Yeah. So for me, it's not even a problem because I'm not expecting 1,000 people. But on the other hand, it's not that useful to me because for this other podcast, I want it to be much more closed community. And a lot of these hostings, you can't really do that. And even Squarespace, they do podcasts, but you have to have the page public. Uh-huh. So I needed something with more control where I can have some pages that are like sign-in only and things like that. So I was looking into WordPress. Yeah, and WordPress plugins and that horrible world that George is familiar with. Yeah. So the logistics of setting all this up is complicated. if you want to be cheap.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the whole not paying for subscriptions situation.
Well, I was paying for Dota Plus. It's this subscription to Dota.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped when it expired in March. Yeah, that's one of the subscriptions.
What does Plus give you?
It gives you some stuff like stat trackers and additional features and like access to new cosmetics. Stuff that doesn't affect
Cosmetic?
Yeah, for the
skins.
the game. To make your characters look cooler, you know. Yeah.
I see. So, what did you learn this week?
Well, for me, I learned I wrote the blog post about it where your taste receptors are affected by temperature. So when food is too cold,
I was like, oh my god,
or too hot, yeah, like, cause I was like just wondering, how come coffee doesn't taste as good when it's like left out to be warm, and then I thought, the same thing with beer, right? If you let cold beer get warm, then it'll taste bad. So it turns out that it's only a trait to cheap beers, like that taste bad when they're warm. Apparently, if you get good tasting beers, they taste fine at any temperature.
Really?
Yeah. So it's something I haven't experienced. I've always had my beer cold, but I'll try next time when I get some like craft beer or something more fancy. Yeah. And so
So you didn't read George's blog post?
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
No one reads. It's okay.
Hey, sometimes I read
it.
and then I point out like his typos and grammar.
Yeah. But my blog used to be like popular, I would get like 150 hits a day, at my peak. That was many years ago. I guess then like I don't know what happened, like I guess I blogged less and then blogging kind of died out. And now it's really dead. I get maybe like 30 a day. And a lot of them are...
That's a lot.
No, a lot of them are not like people coming to view the latest posts, but people searching for mechanical keyboard information that I've written.
Oh.
Yeah. So they found it through Google and Reddit. So I get majority of my clicks are for those mechanical keyboard posts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's hard to be a non-themed blog, especially. Like, I really have a hard time finding like someone's personal blog, and I'm not surprised. Yeah. But I also read your blog through email, so I don't even click on your blog.
Yeah. Yeah, I checked.
I wish I should switch to an RSS.
I've only got 2 subscribers. You and
Oh really? Oh.
I guess you and me, myself. I think I signed up to test it out. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
It's fine.
And I might actually unsubscribe and switch to RSS Reader because I recently found a good one again.
Okay.
Isn't like Feedly good enough?
What?
For RSS, do you use Feedly?
Oh, Net Newswire is more bare bones.
Net Newswire?
Yeah, it's a really old one.
Let me check it
And
out.
they recently revived the open source project again. So it's a Mac OS app.
Ah, okay, right. Because for like for work, I need to keep browser tabs open, so Feedly works pretty well. Yeah. It's very reminiscent of
Google Reader.
Google Reader. So like it's very familiar. Yeah.
I see. Do you use Feedly to keep up with all the tech news for your job?
Yeah, I source from it. So I keep adding sources when I come across them.
How do you decide what to write about?
How do I decide? I don't know. I guess it's like it becomes instinctive already after you've been doing it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Like when you see a topic, then you know, like you know how you can spin it. You know whether it's gonna be good to write about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's like, would I click on this?
Yeah. So it's like, is it something like I would want to share with my friends? Is it something my friends might be interested in reading?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you learn this week singing?
I didn't learn anything.
I'm sure you did.
If I did, I can't remember.
You learn something every day, dude.
I was gonna say, yeah, for someone who has to forced to learn something new for their work, I don't understand what you just said.
I guess I learned how to make a croque madame today.
There you go. See, you learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
What were the challenges or what was interesting about it?
I learned that I should probably use like a more hardy bread, like a sourdough. A regular white bread doesn't cut it. It gets very soggy really fast.
Okay.
Oh. Hmm. Do you use gardenia bread?
I didn't, but I went to some Korean bakery and bought some white bread from them.
Oh, so it must be extra soft because those Korean and Japanese bakery breads are like so
Yeah,
like,
it is really soft. So,
Mm-hmm.
because if you toast it too much, then it becomes like too hard, and then then like
Mm-hmm.
all the crumbs fly everywhere, and it's really annoying to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So last time we were supposed to watch TV and report back, but I told George before we started that I totally did not do my homework for this episode. So Singap, which by the way, Singap, did you even watch our last episode? I have a feeling you did not.
No.
Listen to an hour. Listen to us lather.
He doesn't care enough.
Exactly. No. So in the last episode, we Edmund, one of George's friends. Does Singap know Edmund?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Edmund suggested that we watch Community, but actually, George on the episode told me to watch the new Louis C.K. special, and In Bruges, which is this movie with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Have you seen In Bruges?
Isn't it quite old already?
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I did neither of those and watched a lot of Community. I'm like almost done with the first season because it is so much easier to watch. It requires absolutely no brain.
In Bruges is like 1.5 hours.
And each episode is very. Oh, it is? Okay, fine.
It's just a
I don't know.
movie.
The thought of having to listen to a foreign accent. I know.
No.
But making it so painful. It's turned into a procrastination thing for me now. So I tried to
forgot
find it
if I
on
watched
Netflix.
it,
I
though.
couldn't find it.
Sounds really familiar.
It's like the best comedy of all time.
If I did
I
watch
couldn't
it, I
find
probably
it.
didn't like it so much.
I need help with obtaining access to this movie, but Yeah.
BitTorrent.
and then the Louis C.K. special, I was saving it to watch with someone else, and I did not watch it yet.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering if you want to share like what you liked about it, or whether it doesn't make any sense unless we watch it first.
Well, I mean, Louis C.K., if you're a fan of his stand-up, like, you'll enjoy this. He's still got it, like, still super funny. And,
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, he addresses the whole controversy about him, like, and his, what do you call it, victims. And, I mean, he even turns it into a joke. Well, not really. I mean, it's funny, he's talking about it, but not as a joke. But the way
I
he
see.
speaks about it
Oh.
is super funny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, have you seen the Aziz Ansari special after his scandal? Which I feel bad for because I feel like that was a little uncalled for.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, okay. So, do you know what happened to him? It was actually not quite a Me Too thing, and I feel bad that he got kind of lumped in. It was more of just like a very unsatisfying encounter with someone in the media, and she wrote about it.
Okay.
But yeah, and his special is really good in that he points out some of the fallacies we fall into when we read the news. And I feel like, I don't think I can tell you the story without spoiling it.
Okay.
But he was
I'll check it
also
out.
very serious. Yeah, he was also very serious and not like the Tom Haverford character. You know, when you think of Aziz. He seemed very much more mature in his new comedy. So I do recommend that one for homework.
Okay.
Speaking of someone who does not do her homework.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, I've been watching Money Heist. I'm on the 3rd season now, and it's still good. Like, Singip doesn't like it, but I really enjoy it. It's and then been watching Broadchurch as well. I'm on the second season. Yeah, for that. And watching a lot of Dota right now. There's a bunch of tournaments going on. And then playing video games. Yeah. Oh, I've been playing guitar as well. Doing some pinky practice because my left pinky is really weak and inaccurate. So I've been just trying to like improve on that.
Do you just fret every fret? Is that how you're practicing?
No, I just follow some YouTube like training video where you use your pinky to hit the strings on hit every string on like 2 frets going down and then back up again. So do it slowly at first and then like go faster eventually. Yeah, I'll link the video later if you're interested.
Okay.
Yeah, so far I mean it's only been I started I think Monday. Yeah, so it's only been 5 days. I can feel slight improvement, but it'll probably take a lot more time. But yeah, at least doing something.
You need to like you need to play songs that require the use of your pinky.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, which was what brought me down that route in the first place. I was trying to play some chords that needed my pinky to move quite a bit, and I was struggling with that. And it's because it was weak and inaccurate. So I'm
do like scales or like solos, you know, like hammer-ons, pull off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that will come later. Right now, like I don't even have the accuracy right. Like even hitting 2 frets like next to each other is like kind of tricky for me. Yeah, so I'll slowly work my way up. Yeah.
Slowly but
Speaking of hand skills, so I've been watching a lot of Fool Us, that Penn and Teller magic show.
Oh yeah,
because I found someone who uploads clips relatively.
Yeah, right. It's a YouTube channel that's world's best magic
and
tricks or
LT something maybe.
Yeah.
One of those. Which like I love watching magic, and I think we all went through the whole like trying to learn magic phase.
Yeah.
I think for you guys, especially during the game sort of phase.
Not me. I didn't learn magic, but I still enjoy watching it. Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I think Singapore and we're talking about how for this pod we were gonna talk about abandoned hobbies such as that.
I think Singip still does.
So actually, I would say
tricks.
only for myself. Yeah, Singip still does, I think.
Hey, we got a viewer.
So
Hey,
would you like
Edmund.
to show us some cardistry on the screen?
I haven't done anything for a really long time, but I actually saw a like pretty cool trick the other day on Facebook, and then I was thinking of recording it, but I didn't get around to it yet.
Oh, that you know how to do?
Yeah, they gave it away at the end of the video, so I was like, oh, that's quite clever.
Is it the one where
Yeah.
you pull the tablecloth off your groin?
No.
I know what you're talking about. That guy.
That guy's a genius, man.
That's not magic, that's like pure skill.
Like the stuff he does is like, crazy.
Yes, very creative. And I wonder how much practice he has to do, because I think the ones where he's doing the inverted bottles and with the knocking the caps out, like that takes skill.
All we are seeing is like the final product, right? So we have done like 100 takes before. There was that BuzzFeed video where the guy tried to emulate it as well. You see that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We can add that to the show notes.
Yes.
Magic cloth guy. Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, back to
The
the.
try guy
Yeah.
is good too.
So, Singer, can you show us any cardistry?
No, I
Basic tricks?
I haven't practiced in a long time.
You lost it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the problem with these habits is like more hand skill based things is that if you don't do it every day, like it is really hard to maintain that muscle memory.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I feel like, yeah. And I feel like I don't have that patience for a hobby where I know you have to practice like 1,000 times before you can show it to someone. Whereas like something like playing the piano or guitar, even if you do it kind of like half-ass and bad, it's still okay. It's showable at an earlier stage. And I feel like that's why I give up on learning magic quite easily. And I have this fantasy that I can do it really well, but I know I'll never put in the time to practice.
I mean, can't you start by learning really easy tricks?
Yeah, but
I
then
mean, I still have I still have like 1 or 2 coin tricks that I'm pretty confident in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the other
okay.
ones are like, I can't be bothered.
Like the one I know how to do, you know, I learned from my dad. You make the coin disappear when you rub it in your arm.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
How?
I can't tell you that.
Can you show us?
The secret. Yeah.
Can't show now, but
Okay.
yeah.
Can you tell me in code what the trick is? Like the way Ken does it.
Basically,
He rubs his
Is
coin
it have
with
something
his
to do
arm.
with French?
French? No.
Oh,
It's just. Is it sleight of hand? I don't know if it's considered sleight of hand. Misdirection. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, wasn't there a period of time where we were super into watching illusionist.com videos and obtaining them from various sources, and so that we have like all this like memory of like, oh, we know how it's done, but we can never do it because we never practice.
I just like to know the secrets, you know, like how they do
Me
it.
too. It's like spoilers for magic.
Yeah, like I like watching Breaking the Magician's Code and those kinds of shows. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and I feel like now with YouTube, even if you watch full, sometimes you'll be like, oh, timestamp here, you can see something happen, and you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I feel like it's I don't know whether it's actually we're spoiling ourselves.
Well, they gotta come up with new ones anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was this guy called Jay Sankey that I remember we all really liked.
Oh yeah.
He's bald with glasses.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, and he did one Fullest where he. Have you guys seen the Jay Sankey Fullest episode?
Which one?
How do you spell his name?
So it's one that was actually kind of controversial because
Jay Sankey.
he did some. Yeah.
I've not seen it, but
So
I
the
can-
premise of Fullest. Yeah.
Okay.
The premise of the Fullest show is that magicians would perform for Penn and Teller, and then they would try to guess how they did it. And then the performer has already told the producer ahead of time how it's done.
Yep.
So then the producer can tell Penn and Teller whether they're correct.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay Sankey did almost like a trolling thing where he made it. He did a trick using like let's just say like method A. But he made it look like method B So
Okay.
then Penn and Teller guessed method B, even though it's actually a much simpler method A. So
Okay.
so then, which means that they actually did fool him, were fooled by him, but then they didn't award him the fullest prize because they did not know that they were fooled by him. So it was sort of like kind of meta and weird, and like only a magician would have like caught all those things or something. But it was one of the more bizarre episodes.
Hmm.
But what do you think of Alison Hannigan on the show? Because I always feel very torn about her awkwardness and whether I enjoy it or not.
Who?
I think she's fine. Alysson Hannigan.
Oh, right.
Alyssa Hannigan. Yeah. I mean, I think she's fine on the show. She plays her role quite well. Like, kind of
Confused?
clueless. Yeah, confused. Like easily wild.
Like
I mean, she's like very
switching back and
positive.
forth
Yeah.
between like her characters from Buffy and How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember what she was
seems
like in
very
Buffy.
Lily-like.
I think it's quite. I think her personality and her characters are all quite similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's not known for her range.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put it that way, but I mean, they all share that slight awkwardness. You know,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
it's
guess
like
she's
quite endearing, I suppose.
good at what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess
Oh, since you guys...
she's like typecasted in her movie roles already.
What
Like,
has she been doing lately anyway?
I don't know. Penn and Teller.
Yeah, I don't see her anywhere except for Penn and Teller.
Let's try Google her.
Oh, but I have met
Hannigan.
Penn and Teller before, by the way, guys. My one celebrity meeting.
Uh-huh.
I went to their show in Las Vegas, gosh, I think more than 2 years ago. And they really did take their time to meet every single fan backstage and gave us a
Okay.
lot of time with them.
That's nice.
So I do applaud them for actually, giving the fans what they want, because they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like no one's tipping them or anything like that, but they stayed for every one of us. And then like when it comes to taking selfies, they already know how to do it perfectly. So like Penn would take the camera and be like, okay, you gotta do it like this, you gotta look like that. So
You think it's like
truly
a
professionals.
You think it's like a PR thing? Like they know that if they'll be jerks, then everyone's gonna talk about it, right?
I suppose so. But it's just a very intimate experience. I highly recommend going to their show when we're allowed to again.
Yeah. Well, if they ever come to
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or if you guys ever go to Las Vegas.
Yeah. If we ever go Las Vegas.
Hmm.
Alison Hannigan, she's been doing TV shows since How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That,
what shows?
How I Met Your Mother was in 2014.
Mhm.
And after that, Sophia the First, The McCarthy's, Small Time with Family, Do You Take This Man, The First Wives Club, Robot Chicken, You Might Be the Killer, Man of the House, Kim Possible, Pure, Fancy Nancy.
A lot of these are children's shows.
Yeah, I guess so. Abducted,
Mm.
The Mary Stoffer Story, Outmatched. 2 upcoming shows, Flora and Ulysses, Dodie and Cheryl Get Itch.
Cool.
Yeah. nothing I've seen since How I
Oh,
Met Your
actually, is Edmund still on? I'm not even checking our stream.
Mother.
Okay, so a Community.
yes.
Okay, so I watched almost the entire first season, right? And actually, like, they're all super funny. I love the writing in the first season. But then, like, one episode got me kind of emotional, and it was so unexpected. It's the one where it's the Christmas episode. And then, like, I feel like I'm a super into Christmas kind of person. And so when the episode was about that, I was like, oh my gosh, that made me feel so sad, because I was like, I can't imagine what Christmas is like coming up, because it feels so far away. I mean, obviously it's April, so it's so far away no matter what. But like, it was the one thing that got to me about this whole like COVID-19 situation was
You feel like
the
time
Christmas
is
episode of
passing faster
Community.
now? You think your time is passing faster now? No?
I think it's passing slower to me.
Because like now,
Do you feel like it's faster?
because now like you have, not really sure you can say you're looking forward to it, but every time like they propose an end date for the MCO, right? So like you just start counting down towards that day. Like you just can't wait for the day to be over so you can get to the next day where eventually you will hit that proposed date, right? I feel like time does pass a little bit faster. Because we've been locked down for like has it been a month already, right?
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long though, like to be honest.
Really?
like personally, I don't think like it feels that long. So maybe it's just me.
If I feel more like I live on a Mobius strip, like that's the feeling I get where one day kind of flows into another in this like weird infinite loop kind of way. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like,
it's also because I'm in a weird time zone. Sometimes because of job interviews, I'm in like this. I'm waking up at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. or something, and then like I go to nap and then I wake up again. So I think it's also because of my particular situation of two time zones at the same time.
Yeah. I guess that will mess you up. Personally, for me, like I feel like normal. I don't know. Like ever since I stopped working, time has been moving at the same pace. Like so the MCO kicked in after I stopped working already. So like didn't really affect me much. Besides not being able to go out, like that's the like main difference. But other than that, like every day feels the same, and I don't know like what day it is until I look at the calendar.
Yeah, that's what like Kristen said. Like your days just flow into each other. Like
yeah. But like it doesn't feel faster or slower to me.
I guess it depends, right? Like since you're not working, you don't really have anything to do.
Yeah.
But people who work, I'm pretty sure it feels a bit different. Although I have a lot of people tell me like people used to say like, oh, it's so fun you get to work from home, right?
Yeah.
Like now people are telling me like, oh, I don't know how you do it, So there's no start.
Oh, really?
There's no okay, like so we've all worked from home. Like all three of us have worked from home before, so like there's no real start and end to your work day. Because like there's no physical act of you going to the office and leaving the office, right?
Yeah.
So like when you get emails and texts from your boss or your colleagues, there's you can't say like, oh, I'm not in the office right now, I'll check it tomorrow, right? You can't because you're at home. So I don't know about you, but sometimes you feel a little bit obligated to do it anyway, even though you're technically off the clock. So like someone told me like their working hours are actually longer now compared to if they were to go to the office.
Yeah, happens a lot.
Well, they get to save time not having to drive to work. Yeah.
I don't know. We'd rather drive to work than do work.
I mean, I guess it also depends. Like driving to work is really shitty sometimes. With traffic.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Something like just traffic jam in general is like the worst thing ever. Like. I like paying tolls, like just to skip jams. I take longer drives just to skip jams, and I stay later in the office just to skip jams. It's just how much I hate jams, They're like the worst thing in my life.
Yeah, so like I guess it's still a mystery to me what time Singap works. Like, it's always a time when I want to talk to him. Very inconvenient.
Get a hint, Kristen.
Yeah, so do you work US time? Like you don't though. So that's why I'm very perplexed.
I do.
Huh?
I do work US times.
So you're working like midnight till 8 a.m.
Okay, like for
Pacific time?
For Pacific time, I work. How is it? Like I wake at 6 a.m., which is about like 4 p.m. there. And then my next shift is at 5 p.m., which is like 1 a.m. or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. depends on like your daylight savings stuff.
Wait, I'm confused. So what time do you work in Malaysia time?
6 a.m. and 5 p.m.
You start at 6 a.m.
And then
until
no, I don't work until 5 p.m. Like 6 a.m. until like maybe about 9 or 10, and then after that I work again at 5 p.m. until like 9 p.m.
Oh, that's an interesting schedule.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? What time do you go to bed?
About 11, 12.
Wow, okay. So you get like only 6 hours of sleep a day. Or even less than that.
Well, I mean, in between like my shifts, sometimes I take a nap. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's fine.
Are you a good napper?
Not really, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, napping's a skill.
Oh, it is, because
It
I don't
is,
think
yeah.
I'm not a good napper at all.
Yeah, same.
Like I lie in bed, I intend to nap, and then if I'm playing with my phone, and I get more tired.
Oh.
For me, if I nap, I will end up like oversleeping because I'll feel that the nap
Yeah.
wasn't enough, and then I'll be like, I can do another half hour,
Mhm.
and it ends up being like 2 hours long. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I find it very hard to have restful sleep when I have this like pressure of having to wake up again really soon.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys able to do smoke rings now? Is your air conditioning still too
Singip can,
blowing?
I can't.
The wind is a bit strong though.
Are there tricks that are not dependent on wind?
I think smoke rings are pretty much the only trick that you can do when you're smoking. Like a lot of the tricks are kind of based on being able to do a smoke ring. So
Do a
that's like
jellyfish.
yeah, so you need a smoke ring for that too.
Oh,
But you know about the guy,
I always
right?
thought it looked really
the
cool.
vape god, the vape god.
Yes. How? Like, I don't understand how. What's wrong? What's up with these people's mouths? Because there's also this girl who's really good too.
Oh, from where? Where is she from?
I don't know, but if you search like, vape tricks or
I
whatever,
think like
she's
I
one of those
found
people
one
who can
also.
do a
I
lot.
think she's from like from Vietnam or something like that. But yeah, I know they're like some really really good vape.
So when you do a smoke ring, what are you
artists.
actually doing? Yeah. So when you do a smoke ring, what are you actually doing with your mouth? Or your lungs? Or however it's coming out?
I'm destroying my lungs with every inhale.
Well, yeah, I know that. How do you make a ring come out?
Like you do like they say you do a cough, right? So when you cough, it's like a sudden burst, and then you make your mouth into an O, so it comes out like like a smoke ring.
I can't do it, man.
But how do you make the hole?
I can't. Yeah, the mouth is already a hole,
Yeah, but how do you make the hole with, if it's a donut shape, there's like a middle hole.
I don't know. Like I've been doing it for so long, I kind of forgot. It's like it becomes like muscle memory. So I never really pay attention to like. Let me see if I can do it. Oh look, it's really windy. Yeah, the wind is.
Oh, okay. That one was a little ring-like.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a useful skill if you're gonna vape on it anyway. You might as well practice.
Yeah, it's like one of the reasons why I vape, right? Just so I can do like tricks.
To pick up girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are girls impressed by these?
I never actually shown. I never actually like tried it as like a pickup method.
Are pickup methods still a thing? My impression is that everyone got over it.
I think those particular I guess pickup in general is still ongoing. Like I mean,
I think people
it's
have
like a term,
evolved.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, like me talking to people and trying to like hook up with them is like pickup already, right? I guess just those particular techniques might have gone out of style, I suppose.
So I guess now you have to have like written message pickup lines, right? Because a lot of these apps is about your opener, I guess.
Yeah. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. Like I think like all these dating apps are very looks based because like there's nothing else to go on besides your look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Norm Macdonald, you know, the comedian. He had released a new dating app, locoforlove.com. Sponsor us, please. locoforlove.com. But it's a video-based dating app where you have your first dates through like a Zoom teleconference kind of thing built in, I think.
Yeah.
Which I guess reduces catfishing.
You don't know how many... No, like... These days, video apps have all the filters on.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, yeah, maybe that app doesn't allow you to, yeah. But if you do have a video call on, like, Line or WeChat or whatever, right? They have filters that can make you look better than you are.
I don't think so. There are not many beauty filters. Let's try some of them.
Well...
Oh, it makes my lips red.
Oh, I mean, they work for girls, I guess.
Give me a shirt, different color.
Oh, look, I have like that eyeshadow thing. Yeah, those are like the only two filters.
I mean, it's more for girls than guys, I guess.
Don't discriminate. Maybe you want better skin tone.
You look like a vampire, man.
Oh my god, this looks terrible.
Actually, we're not using Zoom today, but Zoom has disabled Snapchat camera integration, so I can no longer be potato on Zoom. That's very sad.
Yeah, there was like there's an article the other day of someone being a potato.
Yeah, and being stuck that way.
Yeah, they were stuck that way.
So.
Oh, we have a viewer.
and
Hi, lemon juices and rubber slayer. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. So, actually, back to the whole Zoom controversy. So, I still feel like they're trying to do their best given the security issues. And I feel like some of the security issues are not their fault. It's just the user doesn't know how to use it properly. So, like, for example, the Zoom bombing. Zoom bombing is totally because you didn't lock the meeting room, right? And you publicly gave out the meeting room information. So that's not their fault. But they fixed it to make it harder for people to enter without permission. And then the other thing is like encryption, right? Like expecting that kind of end-to-end encryption, like that doesn't really happen for most video chat apps anyway. So they're other things beyond industry standard. And like for for stuff like telemedicine and all like the government, they have a completely different encryption system that we don't have access to anyway. So it's not like they're leaking government secrets or anything like that. So I feel like a lot of the security issues are a bit of a smear campaign against Zoom. But
the encryption thing, but Zoom did say they offer encryption, right? And then it wasn't exactly 100% accurate.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
do you think they phrased it wrong?
Like maybe the Zoom bombing thing, yeah, that you could say that's kind of like the user's fault for not locking it. But to be fair, like Zoom said, like they have like a very huge influx of users, like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like they were averaging like 10 million users, and suddenly because of this, they're doing like 200 million, right? So that's like how many 1,000% increase?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, and they offered a lot of it is they offer it for free, so they're not even making money from suddenly increasing this capacity.
They're selling your data. That's how they make money. No,
supposedly they don't, but we don't know.
They're not selling your data.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Right. Actually, you know what's more suspicious to me right now? Okay, so there's two apps. One is House Party. I feel like there's a lot of talk on the internet about how once people install House Party, they have a lot of hacking going on with other apps. I don't know whether it's a coincidence, but it just like it made me uncomfortable. So because it's kind of stupid app anyway, so I deleted House Party. And then the other one that I've been suspicious of, which I totally wish it's just me being paranoid, is Discord, because I was talking. So I'm in a Discord channel made by a friend of a friend where we play board games and we use it to voice chat and whatever. And they were talking about this board game called Gloomhaven, and it's one that I haven't really heard of until then. And then mysteriously, I started getting Instagram ads for Gloomhaven. So I feel like, that's a little coincidental. And I'll be really sad if Discord's been like selling or like somehow, reading our data in there to do ads elsewhere.
But Discord for the most part is free as well, right? So
yeah, Discord's free.
I guess you're the product.
Mm-hmm.
You're the product.
Yeah, and it just sucks because I think sometimes we have relatively private conversations on there. So. I don't know.
I guess it depends what you talk
mentioned...
about, right? Like I don't care if people listen to this conversation,
Well,
you better know it's public.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, but we're talking about things that we would normally talk about anyway, right? So even if this was just like a private video call, like, yeah. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. So I've tested that with my other friends by mentioning Gloomhaven a few times, and they've never heard of it. And I've asked them to see it. Are you starting to get Instagram ads on this very specific board game?
I mean, did you do a Google search on it or click any articles?
So
that would have.
I noticed I checked my. Yeah, I checked only my Google Hangouts, and I see that it was mentioned like once or twice a few months ago. So it's possible it's just from Google, where in the past I've had these incidences where it's like, of course.
It happens, yeah. It's
right,
like a while ago.
So if I really want to do a proper test.
Like a while ago, I was looking for how to get rid of bit bugs. And then, I kept getting ads for Rental Kill, which is a local pest control service. Yeah, so, it's kind of normal. Like, it could be a convenience. I don't know. I don't find it creepy at all. It's, like, at this point, like, Google's, like, so integrated into my life already that, them, like, giving me targeted ads is no big deal for me.
Oh, I'm a little bit annoyed because I do pay for Google, so I feel like they should treat me more like a corporate consumer, some proletariat. So how was your bed bug journey? So did you have bed bugs?
Yeah, that was a while ago. I found this spray that works, so yeah, been using that.
Because I have a cockroach problem.
Oh dear, in Klang?
Yes, it really sucks.
Oh my god. I would die if I were you.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
yeah, like I swear sometimes I wake up because someone has crawled over me, that kind of feeling.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
how do you sleep?
so
how can you sleep?
Maybe that's why I haven't been sleeping very well. It always feels like there's someone next to me. Except that someone has a car.
I would never sleep in a room with a roach in it, man. Like, I would make sure that it's probably time to call in pest control.
Well, with the MCO, I don't. It's like I don't want another person in here, and we cannot be not in the house because I think in order to do the proper spraying, you need to not be in here for a little bit, right? With a super.
I mean, you can just like sleep in the living room for a bit,
But I think it depends how
But they're
gonna,
everywhere.
handle it.
Oh
right?
my god, everywhere. What? Why? Do you know? Like, is there a lot of junk in your house?
I've killed a lot. So it has to do with maybe pigeons. So the other thing with this house is that a lot of pigeons have moved in and they refuse to leave. So
Move into where?
they've somehow found
Move into where?
to like the roof area of this place, of this
Okay.
house. They've just like found all these like crevices and like made it their home and make babies, and the more babies come back. So they create a lot of bird like droppings and other things, and I think the cockroaches eat those droppings. So we have a huge cockroach infestation as well on top of that,
Oh god.
which is ridiculous. Yeah, and then so I want to purchase like these kind of bait-based traps where they eat the food and then they die because of that.
Yeah.
But I can't go out and shop, so
You can probably
I
order
mean,
them online.
you go for like grocery shopping, you can go and buy them.
Yeah.
yeah, I've asked my brother to do that, but I'm not sure if he did.
Mm.
So I was thinking, does Lazada have? I don't know. Like, where would you buy these kind of household things online?
Yeah, buy on Lazada.
Yeah,
and
Lazada,
Shopee. They
yeah.
sell like everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if anyone
And I'll-
watching has good cockroach tips, please do enter in the chat.
Burn your house down.
I have considered burning the entire house down.
Oh god.
Okay, actually, so I when I came like from the US, I knew there was a cockroach problem, so I brought these like glue traps, right?
Uh-huh.
And then on the first day, like it did catch one. It was like one was stuck there, and I thought, okay, like I'm just gonna leave it in there in case there's more. But then I noticed that over the next few days, it started like wiggling just a little bit, and then wiggling just a little bit, and then to the point where I noticed that, oh my gosh, it's almost out. I just like struggled enough to get out of the glue trap. So then I found like one of those cockroach sprays, right? And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like spray it to kill it in the trap. But then the spray made it like go into a seizure, so it was really agitating itself.
Oh,
It was like
God.
almost escaping because of the seizures. So I like freaked out, and then like I ran outside and I got a plastic bag and threw the whole trap in the plastic bag and sealed it. I was like, I want to burn the entire house down.
Oh man.
Is
Like
it like
my
Yeah.
is it like the big black
Clang
cockroaches?
life, man, clang life.
Is it the big black ones?
The giant like. It's not black, it's the dark brown ones.
Oh yeah, those yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
It's not the hissing type. At least the black ones will be maybe cuter. This is like the classic aggressive.
My
cockroach.
skin crawls just listening to that.
Who needs horror stories?
The other day, was it Singyip or Andrew who sent
Oh,
pictures
Andrew.
of yeah, oh my god, disgusting. And Andrew
What did he
sent a
send?
bunch of cockroach photos and like our WhatsApp group.
Why?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Just to troll you? That's his version of
Probably.
Goatsy.
Yeah, maybe.
And he doesn't even like it. He doesn't. He
Yeah,
hates cockroaches much too.
he has a bigger fear of roaches than me.
So is it like make everyone suffer with me kind of thing?
Maybe, I guess. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
roaches are bad.
Yes. So
Oh, they had
Mhm.
so yeah, roaches like disgusting stuff. The other day I was just cleaning the drains in my toilet, and it was like there was tons of hair, stuck on the drain cover, and I was like just wondering why, because I don't wash my hair when I'm in that toilet, and
Mhm.
like there's just tons of hair there. I don't know how it ended up on the drain cover, and then I
Mhm.
started thinking like, oh, why does hair look so disgusting, like clumped up like that? But hair looks fine on a person's head, like hair looks bad
Yes.
everywhere. Like
Mhm.
when you're cleaning your room, the
Mhm.
floors, or even on your keyboard,
Mhm.
you find hairs, and it's so disgusting.
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
when it's attached to someone, like hair looks fine.
Well, it depends on who that person is, but
I guess.
that's what Buddhist monks meditate on. Like the really hardcore ones, they meditate on parts of the body that can fall off, like
Uh-huh.
like fingernails and like hair and things like that, so you can realize the inherent disgustingness of having a human body.
Ah,
Oh,
I see.
Which
it makes sense though.
It's like you don't get become attached to yourself in like an unhealthy way, kind of way. This is like very hardcore practice. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. But yeah, so wait, where did the hair come from? Is it your pubes?
No, I'm sure it's from my head. It's long, you know, but like,
Okay.
I guess it just falls off without me noticing, and over time it just builds up. Yeah.
Didn't you have a long hair phase, or did I imagine that?
Well, it was like until like here or something. It's not that long. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, we had a cute little hairband.
Yeah. I used to wear it. I mean, I don't need it anymore.
I think we're at this rate, we're all gonna grow into that hairstyle again. Yeah, I noticed a lot of my friends have much longer hair, especially guys. It's like become poofy.
Yeah.
So you guys like? So I realized with guys, right? You guys have to have like monthly haircuts or something because especially in the neck area it becomes itchy. Is that what it is?
Not really. Well, not me. I don't know. I don't have my hair cut so often.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking to non-metrosexuals. By the way, what happened to that term? I don't hear it anymore. Metrosexual, right? It used to be.
I think they became hipsters.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And even hipster, I feel like it's not.
I think it's become
easy.
like metrosexual, like the behavior has become normalized. So yeah, it's not a
it's
thing
self-care.
anymore. Yeah, self-care. It rebranded.
Yeah. Which is one of my favorite Mac Miller songs.
Rebranded?
No, the self-care.
Oh, no idea.
You don't listen to Mac Miller?
No.
R.I.P.
No.
Actually, I really like his music.
Yeah.
I was thinking since you like Posty, you would like Mac Miller, but that's for you to discover.
Okay. I'll give him a try. Never heard his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-care and good news. That's I think one of his last songs before he passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
What
for
do
a
you guys
while, I
recommend
used
for music?
to confuse Mac Miller with the other one. I forgot his name. Wait.
Pete Davidson.
Famous white rapper. Macklemore.
Oh, Macklemore. It's so different.
They both start with Mac.
Yeah. But I just feel like Macklemore's just a bigger person. Like
I have no idea.
and Mac Miller's smaller.
Mac
Mac Miller's the one who dated Ariana Grande.
I think Macklemore was in one episode of Dave, the Lil Dicky show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. What do you guys recommend for music this week then? Mine is Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. Okay. I will give him a shot. Mac Miller. For music, I like this band called Hot Mulligan. Really cool. I tried singing like him the other day, but it's so hard.
Oh.
I'll link a song. You guys can check it out. But yeah, they're a pop punk band, and the singer has really like screamy vocals.
Oh, okay.
And like totally doesn't suit his face, but really catchy stuff. Nice to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad there's still pop punk around.
Yeah. Pop punk's not dead. It's not I guess in vogue right now. Actually, I don't even know what's on modern radio charts these days. I don't keep up.
Do you guys still listen to like Mix FM? I don't know. Like
I haven't listened to radio in like years.
Yeah, no radio anymore. The time I listen to radio is in the kitchen because my mom leaves it on.
Oh.
Or if I'm driving my mom in her car, then put on radio because she doesn't like my music. Even then, we listen to...
Are those DJs still around?
I don't know. I put on light and easy, so it's all oldies and shit. Yeah. I don't listen to hits.
That's so sad. It's like the hits back in where youth is the light and easy now or something. Where?
No, I mean the
Yeah.
light and easy. They play stuff that my mom grew up listening. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes me
So
feel
we started
tiny
with
bit
Hits FM when we were younger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
We
we
did.
moved to then became Mix FM. Then
Yeah.
Light and Easy.
better. Exactly. Yes, I think the
Transition.
moment when I felt a little bit older was definitely when I heard music I like over the supermarket. And then I get really excited. So, for example, Michelle Branch, when Michelle Branch comes on in the supermarket, I get very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle
I
Branch
still
is
follow
good,
her
though.
Instagram.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I like the stuff I heard when I was young, like, her two songs everywhere and all I wanted, I think. But she actually
Breathe
has
is really
new
good.
songs.
Breathe
Yes,
is really
Breathe is
good.
also really good. Yeah. But we listened to her newer albums when we were me and Yu Hong were driving through Sedona, which is where she's from. But her newest songs are not as catchy, and I feel really bad for saying that. So I'm like, oh, but like, I don't know. It's just the songs she wrote when she was 16 are like way more poppy and catchy for some reason. And I'm like, oh no. I'm not
Well,
saying that you peaked when you were young, but
a lot of it is probably nostalgia as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Her country phase is not bad. That's what she did, like a collaboration with another artist and did like country songs. Yeah, but singing, what music have you been listening to?
I don't really listen to music so much anymore.
Singing sits in silence as he types away on his mechanical keyboard.
I just put on like what do you call it? I just put on a show on Netflix and then just let it run in the background.
Oh, okay. What's a good background show for its noise?
We see like it can't be something that I haven't seen before because then I will get distracted and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I just do like reruns, like of Friends or Modern Family.
Friends. Yeah, I've also not watched a single episode of Modern Family.
We haven't. The
you
series
should.
finale was like just the other day.
Oh, okay.
So you can you can catch up now if you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed a whole like cultural phenomenon.
I think it would still be funny. Like, they're not really cultural jokes, at least. Like, from what I can remember, I watched like 5 seasons of it and then I stopped. But yeah, it was enjoyable.
Although to be honest, like the later seasons, like the last 2 seasons, weren't that good.
Yeah, they were probably exhausted of ideas. Okay.
I'm looking up the Tim Ferriss rapid fire questions for you guys. Okay.
All right.
When you think of the word successful, who's the first person that comes to mind and why?
Like Bill Gates.
Okay.
And why is because recently Ken J has been talking to me about the whole ID 2020 conspiracy theory, and Bill Gates is one of the people backing it. So yeah.
Do I even want to know what that is? Is that the one where it's like somehow Bill Gates created COVID-19 so he can solve it with his foundation? Is it that one?
I didn't look too deep into the conspiracy theories, but ID 2020.
I don't want us to turn into conspiracy radio.
Yeah, it's basically a digital fingerprint for everyone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about you, Singap? Who's successful and why?
Successful. I don't know.
I haven't answered what I think you think is successful.
Fine, you can tell me that. You tell me who I
gaming.
think. Yeah, shit, I never really thought of him.
No one comes to
Really?
mind
But you
when
love
hear
his.
the word
You literally
success.
have his stuff on your body. So that's why I was like.
No, I mean, I like it doesn't mean... Okay, fine, he is successful, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't come to mind when I thought of success.
Well, it's like, okay, the question wasn't phrased right. It's who you admire as successful, not who the world thinks is successful.
Because I was like thinking, like, how do you define success, right? Is it like...
Right.
That's up to you.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, so I was trying to think, like, do I like measure it based on money or on popularity, fame, you know?
Yeah, it's a question to show what you value.
Charles
I
Manson.
value.
You know, he managed to convince people to kill people for him.
So, do you know about that conspiracy theory though? Is that like he actually like he's not as successful in that way as you think. It's all a cover up for CIA something or another.
Oh,
Oh,
sometimes all
no.
these conspiracy theories are like are fun to think about. You just don't take it so seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It will make you go crazy. All right, I'll go while you think about it. I was thinking, you know, who I think is successful as I'm looking at these questions is Tim Ferriss himself. Like,
Who is Tim Ferriss? Give us a lowdown.
you don't know who he is,
No.
or you want me to explain for the audience?
Both.
Oh, okay. He's the guy who wrote the 4-Hour Work Week. That's his most famous book. And he's a very famous podcast host,
Okay.
and also published a lot of books. And he's also a very famous startup investor as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a really good hustler, because what he's done is essentially created this dream of a 4-hour work week, which when you take it apart, you realize that no, is because he managed to create these successful companies and like spin them off and sell them, and then just make more money out of the money he has.
Uh-huh.
And so it's sort of like he is successful in that he makes it seem like anyone can do what he does, but it's actually not true. But he has a really good life hacks.
Yeah.
Like that's what, you know, and I enjoy watching that. Like he has one recently where he talked about taking notes for reading, so you have better retention. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like successful people can just talk, like say anything about like being successful because
Yeah.
they're successful.
Exactly.
But
Mhm.
not everyone can be successful. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good question.
Okay. So the next question, I'll throw this thing in, which is like, what is the book that you give away the most? I know it
Give
sounds
away?
weird. It's not like you're giving away. Yeah. So
Maybe I have to
twist
keep
the
buying the
question.
book to give to people.
Or
Yeah.
you just
So it's
give
not like
them
if you have unlimited
EPUBs.
money.
How about
Yeah, or you give
how about
them
just
EPUBs.
recommended books then?
Yeah. So it's a twist on that, because if you are willing to give your own money to buy the book for someone else, then you really love it.
Okay, so this is
So-
this is not a knock on my friends, right? But I don't know many people who enjoy read
Reading
for fun,
books.
right? So there's not much point in doing that. But if people do ask for something to read, I always almost recommend like Sandman.
Sandman.
I knew it.
Beep, pop, 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 pop.
The Sandstorm.
Oh.
That's a scat man, you fool.
Hey? Oh yeah. I'm the Sandman.
Wait, I thought. No, I'm getting confused. Sandman isn't that Metallic? Is it Metallica?
Let's enter the Sand.
Enter Sandman, yeah.
The Sandman. Yeah, that's the song I was thinking. But yeah, I knew about Sandman because of you. Actually, I think we both found places where you can find that online to read back in the day.
Yes,
And I got
when
really
we buy it legally from Amazon Kindle.
Correct, sure. And that was a really deep hole, because Sandman is a really long series if you want to get down into it.
Mm-hmm.
I think like all
Yeah.
my subsequent writings and ideas are like all largely based on, well, not based on, but inspired by this by Sandman.
Hmm.
I can see that. There's a lot of mythology in your writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to really like Forgotten Realms, but then yeah.
You know, like,
Oh, okay. So, go on.
I was just saying, like, speaking of writing and being influenced, like, I don't know who I'm influenced by, you know. I feel when I read my own writing, it doesn't make me think of, like, anything I've read in the past.
But isn't that good? That means like you have taken bits and pieces everywhere and made something of your own.
Probably, but also, like, directionless, I feel like. I don't know, I don't have anyone to look to for reference or for help, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the I've seen you write when you answer r/writing prompts. They do remind me of someone. Like it's got a tiny bit of Haruki Murakami in it.
I've never read any of his books.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, coincidentally.
That's good, right? That means like
So I
you're
think
the next Haruki.
No, don't. No way. But I did receive one of his books as a Christmas present. I haven't started yet. Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Shit. Let me go grab it.
Because he has some better books and some not as good.
Which is the one that he's like super famous
Hang
for.
on,
Everyone
let me
knows.
find
The Wind Up Bird Chronicle or Kafka on the Shore, probably. I would say his short stories are actually a lot better. And I love the short stories are available on free online. Like
So
the Rock. Oh, Norwegian Wood, yeah.
He writes in Japanese, right?
Yeah, he writes in
Yes,
Japanese.
and they are translated.
So I don't know how true this is, right? But I forgot where I read it.
But
I was following this Facebook page called Writing About Writing or something like that, and they're saying something like the story of the Dracula, like Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? Someone translated it into Icelandic, but because nobody, I guess maybe in Iceland, no one knew the original story, so the person who translated it wrote a completely different story and marketed it as Dracula, right?
Yeah.
So like for like years, people were reading that and thinking it was Dracula. I'm not sure if it's true though, but I mean, it's quite funny if you think about it. Like with Murakami's work, it's all translated, so I'm not sure how well you can really capture his original intent. So that was kind of my point. Yeah.
I see.
Fair enough, but I guess being translated to English, like, and being sold by major publishers, I'm pretty sure they have like some good QC over there.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not like
and
English is unpopular language that people don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've read his memoir, which is what I talk about when I talk about running. So it's both about running and a memoir. And he talks about how he actually thinks in an English way when he writes in Japanese. So his sentence structures and all of that are very much based on Raymond Carver style. So very, I don't even know how to say it properly. Almost like minimalist. And he thinks that it's easier to translate. No, he writes in Japanese.
No,
he actually does speak
Japanese,
English.
Also, his thoughts are in English when he writes.
Yeah, it's more like his thought patterns and stuff. Like apparently he says that that's why Japanese people found him really unique, because he doesn't write like a typical Japanese person.
That is actually quite an interesting technique. Like you think in another language, because different languages have like their own flow and style, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe you can do something.
I should start thinking Chinese then.
But I wanted to follow up with so I shared. Oh no, I should say that. Singip has access to a masterclass account somehow, and Neil Gaiman is one of the instructors. And I remember that I was really into looking at David Sedaris' class and taking tips from that, and you were doing Neil Gaiman. So I was wondering, like, what are there any good tips you want to share with us that you've learned from him?
I haven't really passed the first class.
So his is actually really dense. So I tried for like a few minutes, and I was like, I'm just gonna let Singap do it, and then tell me the tips.
How much does masterclass cost anyway?
It's a big chunk, but I can help you with that after this.
No. I mean, as in like is it a subscription fee or a one-time?
Yeah, you pay per year.
Okay, but do you?
Yeah,
like,
but you get access to all of them. To be honest, like.
Yeah.
I went through a few of them, but they're not classes. I feel like the name is a misnomer. It's more like short documentaries that are sometimes educational, sometimes not.
Okay.
About the person. So like David Sedaris talks about his writing tips, which I can share later because I jotted them down. But it's like the information is like 10% and 90% is them telling stories about themselves. Yeah. So I would say that if it was actually a learning course, I'll be like, this is not a good, well-structured learning course for some of them. But I think with Neil Gaiman, he actually cared, and he's actually a good teacher. So I got the impression that there was actually a lot of tips in his. But it sounds really dense, apparently. I don't know. Well, what made you stop when he's your hero?
I don't know. I guess. Actually, I don't know why I stopped. Yeah.
And then it's also like some people can make use of the lessons a lot better.
Time to watch it, like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and take notes and stuff.
Yeah.
I try to do like the background thing. I just put them in the background. But then I found myself rewinding too much because like every now and then I'll catch something that's interesting. I'm like, oh, what's the content? I'll rewind and like it'll take forever to finish.
Right.
Actually, yeah.
So the friend who gifted me
I'm going to like watch his classes during this break.
Yeah. So like each of these like classes have like a bit of homework, and then I didn't really do them. But then like my friend who gifted me the masterclass subscription went through the same David Sedaris course, and then like now is ready to do like a live storytelling in front of an audience. So it's like you can be a bum at the end of the day, or you can actually do something about it. It's not your own commitment. Yeah. So I think that's what turned me off from the Neil Gaiman one too. There's a lot of homework, and I'm like, I don't want to do homework.
Oh, there is? I'm too old for homework, man. I'm 35, I'm going to be doing homework.
I know. Okay. What is something that you believe that other people think is insane? Okay.
I've had this like debate, argument with George, and it's like, astrology. I mean, like, I don't like believe it. Like, it's like it's not like a driver in my life. But sometimes you read it and then you're like, oh shit, that's like it makes sense. Like, oh, it sounds like me or whatever. Like I wouldn't base my life around it, but I like to keep an open mind.
Yeah, every time Singap brings sit up, I'm like, how can someone so rational be so like insane?
That's what makes me interesting, right? Like not one dimensional. I've like quirks.
Well, okay, so I feel mixed about astrology because I do like personality tests. Like, because not because I believe in them, but because it's a common language I can share with someone when I say that, oh, you're this kind of personality or whatever. And I feel like astrology has a little bit of that, like you're a Sagittarius, therefore you're like blah blah blah. And the thing is, it could be not true, but then you tell me, no, I'm not a typical Sagittarius. I'm not like that, and I'll be like, oh, okay. So like, it's more like just a construct to me. Because like the idea that everyone in the same month have the same personality does not make sense.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No, I agree with that. But it's just like, just when you read something and then it just so happens to be like something you're experiencing or have experienced, or like that someone else has experienced that, and then you're like, hey, like check this out. Like it sounds like you, like.
Yeah. Are you a Libra?
Yeah.
Am I? Oh wow! I actually remembered. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. And I would say, yeah, Singap's a typical Libra because he is very indecisive.
I know, right? Like it's like I don't know, if it's like coincidental or whatever, or like maybe like I made myself indecisive to fit the Libra mold,
Well, I have to say I can think of another person I know who it's not indecisive, but then she takes a while to make decisions. Yeah, whereas I'm just impulsive because I'm a very typical Gemini or something,
George's eyes are rolling.
Yeah.
I don't know what the characteristics of Sagittarius, so I don't even know what to make fun of you for.
Does not believe in astrology.
Traits. Yeah, let's play this game. Okay, honest. Yeah. Like, are you gonna say you're not honest? Psh. Like, adventurous, optimistic, independent, philosophical. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's you. But it sounds like you're not a big fan of this.
No, I have my own views on it.
Let's look for your negative traits.
Like I'm not gonna stop people from believing whatever they want to believe. It's their choice. Yeah, but my opinion is this is rubbish. Like, you could like aim 100 arrows and one of them will, like blindly shoot 100 arrows, one will hit, right? Which is like these writers, the stuff they write, like, oh, you manage to stumble upon one that you think fits you, and then you like believe it.
That's why you have to read many. You have to read many.
Yeah, people like you go to 5 different astrology sites, and I'm sure they'll all tell you different things. So you believe which one? The one you like the most, right? The one that's in your favor.
Yes.
The one that currently relates to your life. Like,
yeah, that's the one that I look up for.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense.
So the other complication is that if you're really in astrology, then you get into like the moons and the whatever. So it's like
okay, fine. That's a bit too much already, right? I
so
draw the
technically
line
it's not
at that.
same for every month.
Yeah.
Okay.
What up, Jason? Thanks for tuning in.
Retrogrades. Yeah. Okay, I think we can end on this last question. What's the most useful thing you bought this year under $100?
Oh, I'm gonna say keyboard, but it's definitely not under $100.
Most useful one.
Oh, it's not? Damn.
This mic stand's pretty cool. The one I'm using. Yeah.
What is that?
The mic stand I have is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's complicated.
It's just like
very professional.
It's like a lamp stand, but you put a mic instead of a light bulb at the end. It's been very useful. Like I found a lot of use for it since doing this podcast and for recording music and just Discord in general. Yeah. I get to use a high quality mic, like properly. Yeah. Previously, I was just using the mic on my webcam, which was like decent, but it wasn't that clear. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm racking my brain for the one under 100 as well. This is hard. And I feel like everything's changed. I'm like, oh yes, face masks are very important. Under $100. And hand sanitizers. And toilet paper.
Well, I did buy a box of face masks the other day for $75.
Ringgit.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Yeah, that's ringgit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's quite useful, like
Mhm.
in this context.
Mm. Yeah, gosh. I think I might need to revisit this question in the next episode because I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And I saved some questions for next time too.
Sure. I mean, there's tons of questions on an app, right?
Yeah, but these are there's like 6 specific questions from Tim Ferriss that I'm
Oh, right.
referencing
Okay.
right.
All right.
Yeah, that he asks every single interviewee.
Ah, okay.
And he published a book based on that.
Are they supposed to tell
The
like
Tools of Titans.
tell the interviewer about?
Mosquito.
I thought roach.
Sorry. No, it was a mosquito. Dang it. I didn't get it. Oh. Oh, wait, is it a mosquito? No. Ah.
I'm gonna get banned for
Insect
animal cruelty.
interruption. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. I guess we can end on that.
Yes. And wait. I was supposed to ask, is there any questions from anyone watching?
Yeah, Edmund says vape juice.
Question.
No, as in stuff under $100.
Oh. Yeah, that was quite useful.
How much is vape juice? I have no concept.
Like
It ranges
30
from
ringgit.
like 15 to 60.
Yeah,
And then how many puffs do you get out of that?
a lot.
At least like a month. No, is it a month? No.
Well, it depends on how frequent you smoke. It's like asking a
Yeah.
smoker how many packs of cigarettes do you smoke. You know, it varies.
So like how what's the level of nicotine you guys are using, if any?
6 milligrams.
Oh,
Is that a lot?
is that like a lot or very little?
We're
I think
asking
it
the
says
doctor.
cigarettes are like cigarettes are like 15 milligrams or more. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
So I know it's just less than cigarettes lah.
But like,
Oh,
what is
okay.
it per, right? Like 15 mg per stick, per pack?
Per bottle, right? I think it's per bottle.
So one whole bottle
Oh,
is
right.
less than a cigarette, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
So why does 12 mg taste so rough then? If it's still less than a cigarette.
Because it's
Right.
closer to a cigarette. It's like 3 milligrams away.
But you can't compare one pack to one vape bottle. You understand?
Hold on. Okay.
Clearly, you guys have not been researching how much nicotine.
The
you
average
consume.
cigarette contains about 10 to 12 milligrams of nicotine.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's per cigarette. But for vape, I think it's per bottle, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Edmund says it lasts him about a month.
Yeah. Smokers just suck.
Only
it
Parkland says
in. Yeah, that's
No
true.
research
No research required.
Oh. And what are the best flavors? I feel like this is totally getting into not safe for kids territory again. But I guess we started off that way anyway for this episode.
Yeah.
Like, what flavors do you guys like?
I like minty
Minty?
fruits. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
Can't really elaborate on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Viewers
Well,
in
thank
chat,
you.
do you have any questions for us? If not, we will wrap this up in the next minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're 4 episodes in. That's pretty cool.
We kept to it, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, we kept to it. So you need someone
Yeah.
to drive it. I bet if I didn't message you guys today, we would pass the week without a new episode.
Oh, totally. And that's why you're the only one among us who actually gets projects done. Yeah, Edmund says lemonade is a good flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemonade's pretty good too.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Like, what I didn't message you. It did occur to me that we're due for another episode. But then I was like, oh, I was actually not sure whether you guys wanted to do an episode. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't assume that.
always down to clown.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Singip is ambivalent. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe Edmund should join us for an episode next time.
Last time
Since
he
he's
said
our
he was
loyal
too
viewer.
shy, though. But yeah.
Emma's very
I
much
know, but
introvert.
maybe it takes him a while to see how low effort these episodes really are.
Yeah, that is true.
You're just like talking with friends. You don't need to like think so much.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Take care,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
All
Happy
right.
Easter.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Jesus is alive. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning, everyone.